guys, it's Ricky here. How you guys doing? This channel is all about self-development, abundant living, no limitation, no lack. And today we're gonna talk about this book. The title of this book is Think and Grow Rich. Yes, we're gonna talk about this book. It's a very powerful book. I think everyone should have this in their collection. I found out about this book from our late Bob Proctor. He just passed away this year, I think in January. Condolence to Bob Proctor and his family. Bob Proctor is a big influence on my life. I was watching an interview with Bob Proctor back in 2018, and that's when I started to shift the trajectory of my life. Think and Grow Rich was the first book I read, and I've been listening it on Audible. I've been listening the condensed version by Earl Nightingale. I probably listen it probably 500 times because I've been listening to it from 2018 until this day. But we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into more Earl Nightingale and all of that stuff. The Strangest Secret, we're gonna talk about that. That's another thing everyone should be listening to. This book is about 13 success principles. It's been extracted from the most successful people back in the days of our generation. To name a few, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and John D. Rockefeller. And also this book is also, I can't talk about this book without mentioning two other names. This book was written by Napoleon Hill, so I believe each of you guys who watching this video should go get a copy of this collection in your book collection to read. Not just to show in the book collection, but to read and read it over and over. So the person who started off this philosophy is Andrew Carnegie. A lot of you guys probably don't know that guy, but he probably was one of the richest man back in, I don't remember the date, but he was one of the richest man, and he is the one that mentored Napoleon Hill to study Henry Ford, John D. Rockefeller, and all of these successful guys, what they are doing, why they are successful. And these are the principles. In this book, the principles are here. So the first principle, I'm gonna open the book and let you guys know, like, the first principle for anyone to have is desire. You don't need to have money, you don't need to have anything else, you just need to have desire. And when you have desire, nothing can stop you from getting to that desire. The second principle is faith is, I want to say, the most important part of all of these principles, because you're gonna want to do things and your mind gonna tell you that you can't do it, but you know it can be done, but because of how you've been programmed from you were small, you keep staying that rut. As in, you have, alright, depending on your age, you have multiple years of programming. Your mind been programmed, so it's hard to just change it like that. But to change it, you have to repeat stuff, like new stuff, and start to repeat it, and the more you repeat it, the more you become it, basically. Nuggets. So the second one is faith. The third principle is auto-suggestion. You need to, like, talk to yourself. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. Talk to yourself, like, suggest to yourself with positive affirmations. Like, I am living abundant, I am wealthy, because we all are wealthy. Wealth don't just mean have money. Wealth mean having abundant life, having health. Anything that is abundant in your life, you're wealthy. As in, you're wealthy in that department. But to be wealthy all over, you're gonna have to have a balance, like relationship wealthiness, financial. We're gonna talk a lot about financial, because when you are financially free, it make you have more time, and it make you have all the time to do what you want to do. And that's one of the main wealth I think the population is lack of. About 1% of the population have all the wealth or all the money the 99% don't have. Or what the mass of the money that make up the population is in the hand of the 1%. The next 99% is locked. So, but we're not getting to that. I'm getting off track here. But yeah, we continue talking about this book. Author's suggestion. That's suggesting things to yourself. The next principle is specialized knowledge. So after you have the desire, you have to go out there, get knowledge on the specific thing that you want. You have different type of knowledge. You have general knowledge and you have specialized knowledge. General knowledge is what you learn in school. Specialized knowledge is something that you have a vision of. Like, you see it in your mind and you see how you will start and how you will end, because you need to have the start and the end in mind, and then the in between you need to find someone who is doing what you want to do and have them teach you. That's specialized knowledge. That's the real knowledge you need. Alright, the next one is imagination. You have to have imagination. That's why I said you have to see the goal in your mind, you have to see it at the start, and you have to see the end, and then you work your way to the end. Even imagination, we got this from the Bible too. It said, a nation without vision or imagination. I want to put it in my terms. An individual without vision or imagination shall perish. It goes something like that in the Bible. I don't fully remember it word for word, but if you lack of vision or imagination, you will perish. So you have to have imagination. Organized planning is the next principle. You have to organize how you're gonna go about doing the stuff. Alright, the next one, we're just going through the principles here, and I really need you guys to go out, purchase this book and read it. Bob Proctor said that he'd been reading this book over 50 years. He read at least a chapter out of it every day. And if any of you guys know who Bob Proctor is, then you would know who I'm talking about and why I am instructing you to get this book. I am on a learning curve right now, same way, but my life has been changed from what it was. The next one is decision. When you listen Earl Nightingale condensed version on this and you read this book, you will see that the most successful people, when they make decision, they stick to it, and for them to change it, it's almost never they will change it. So you have to know what you want and then make a decision and go for it, and that's how you become successful. And the more you feed yourself something, that's how you change the program that you have been programmed in the past, because most of us are living not our true self but what has been handed down to us. The next principle on the list is persistent. Persistent is like, persistent to your success is like carbon to steel. Enough of you guys probably don't know that is carbon is in steel, but carbon is what makes the steel tough, or I want to say hard, but carbon is what gives the steel that toughness. Carbon. So persistent to your success is like carbon to steel. No more have to say than persistent. Persistent, you have to just be relentless. The next one is the next principle, which is principle 9. Principle 9 is power of the mastermind. So basically, a mastermind can be a group of 2 persons or more. The mastermind is where you go to bounce ideas. You don't go to the mastermind to someone to just give you everything. You go to the mastermind for bouncing ideas. And when 2 minds come together, it creates like a 3rd mind. Like what you've been thinking and what he's thinking, and when you guys talk about it, it's like the information become a 3rd mind. So it's important to have like a mastermind to get in. You don't have to be it would be good to have someone in person in your mastermind. But you can have mastermind on Facebook, you can have mastermind on all of these social media outlets. That's how social media should be used to educate you. The next principle is principle 10, the mystery of sex transmutation. This principle, sex is an emotion, it's a very strong emotion. Some people call it love too, but sex and love, it's like an emotion. And I don't know too much on this principle, but as I said, I need you guys to read this book. Like, really read this book. I haven't studied this chapter that deep, but the next chapter is the subconscious mind. This is the holy grail. Once the subconscious mind doesn't know wrong from right. The conscious mind is the mind that is the watchman at the gate. The subconscious mind is the mind that when you're not conscious of what you're doing, you are on that program. And that program controls about 95% of what you do day to day. So, as I said, the subconscious mind does not know the truth or what is wrong. It doesn't know wrong or right. But whatever you suppress into the subconscious mind through the conscious mind and the subconscious mind accept it, you will become automatically that thing. Because your life is run on the subconscious. And when you were a baby, your mind was like no conscious mind, it was just the subconscious. So whatever your environment feed into your subconscious, that's what the program is on. Then you start to be conscious and you start to throw out this and say, no, I don't believe in that and I don't believe in that. And then you start to believe new stuff and your subconscious pick it up and start to act on it. So that's why it's very important to have imagination, and you need to have in your conscious mind your goal. This one thing that you want and you're gonna go for it. Have it in your mind, suppress every day, and that's how you turn it over to your subconscious mind. And then you will be just going after that stuff. But it's not easy. I'm on that part right now. I have my goal card in my wallet. That's where I started, have my goal card, and I read it like numerous times a day. And now I have a vision board, all of that stuff. This book instructs you to do very well in your life. If you want to move from where you are to where you want to go, follow these principles. Alright. We're going to move on to the next principle, which is the brain. The brain is like a switching station. This is where infinite intelligence communicate to the subconscious mind. So basically, you have your conscious mind, which is guarded by your subconscious. Some people don't even guard their subconscious mind. They take in everything and then they just don't know what they're doing. They're all over the place. The more you feed your conscious mind your goal over and over by repetition, and it seeps down into your subconscious mind, then your subconscious mind is what pass it on to infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence is like one mind, and all of us is connected to it. It's just the awareness that you have right now. This person can have a good intention and this person have a bad intention, but it's all one mind. So that's why it's important to feed yourself positive information. And the more you feed yourself positive information, the more you become that positive information. Because we become what we think about. Alright, I touch on the sixth sense, right? Our infinite intelligence. The final principle is the sixth sense. The sixth sense. A lot of people heard about sixth sense, but they don't really know what it is. The sixth sense is like, it's like you know things before it happens, or you see the thing before it happens. So the sixth sense is like infinite intelligence. Yes. So the only way you get in contact to your sixth sense is training your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind you have to train it by passing on stuff from your conscious to your subconscious, and your subconscious get in contact with your sixth sense, which is infinite intelligence. And I don't have the full information on this, but if you guys want to get full information on this, you got to start listening to like guys like Tony Robbins, listen some Bob Proctor, listen Earl Nightingale. He probably passed and gone 89 when he passed. That's when he passed away. And I'm gonna let you know, not because he passed away does not mean he doesn't have gold nuggets to give you guys. Because one thing you have to know in life, success leave clues, and books are some of the best place to get those clues, and audio tape too. In life, we don't get what we say we want, we get in life what we are. So what we are in life is accumulation of all the thoughts that we been thinking, as in, and it's all of those thoughts influenced by what you hear, what you watch, everything that come to you through your common sense, like seeing, hearing, feeling, touch. All of those are things that come to us, and then it get passed from our conscious mind to our subconscious mind, and that's what we are. So we don't get in life what we say we want, we get in life what we are. And the other quote I have to give to you guys before I leave is, we all are self-made, but only the successful will admit it. And I believe this to a T. We are self-made either consciously or subconsciously. So if you are getting something that you think you didn't build in your life, your program mind is giving that to you. So start to be more conscious of what you think about, and be aware of what you are thinking about. It's your boy Ricardo. Thank you for tuning in to my channel, and I always will give you good stuff, things that will change your life. Majority of us are conforming to what everyone else is doing, and what everyone else or the majority is doing is not the best way to live. So the Bible tell you to. So let's get religious. In the Bible, I don't remember which chapter or where, but I know it's in the Bible. It said, don't be conformed by this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm gonna leave you on that topic. Thank you to tune in. And if you get value from this recording, smash that like, subscribe to get more of these content, and by smashing that like, you passing on the information to someone else, because that's how someone else will be able to see this content. By you smashing the like, and the YouTube algorithm see that it getting like and it's valuable content, they pass it on to someone else. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a blessed day. Thank you.